Jesus was said in the Bible that he would never stand out in a crowd. He was a carpenter. He was, in effect, a working man. If he never stood out in the crowd, if you see this shroud, this guy is 6 foot. He's a rock star.
You're saying you don't buy it?
No. The Catholic Church doesn't, well, officially buy it. They've never acknowledged it. They don't disavow it, but they certainly embrace it. It is, well, it certainly helps the faith.
But you know the modern advances in DNA and things we can do today never thought possible 10 years ago.
Yes.
Don't you think they could find something with this blood?
Oh, I think it's fascinating. I think it would be terrific. I support science in doing it. Are we, in effect, helping prophecy along? I think it would discredit the church. Does God need human beings, science, to, well, bring about their Savior?
But if you're a believer in God, wouldn't you say God made it possible for us to clone?
If we were to clone this human being, you're only talking about the hard drive, the body, but not the individual that animated, be it that man, Jesus. It would be fascinating, but it certainly would not be their Savior.
Or the Antichrist.
Oh, well, I think it certainly could serve with all of this mythology and all this fear-based mentality about needing a bad guy so that the good guy could fight against. But yes, an Antichrist would absolutely serve that agenda. I think a Machiavellian little dynamic could absolutely be served.
Does any of this frighten you?
Oh, yes, in the wrong hands. I think those that are caught up in emotion, this absolutely could be used. This scapegoat of an Antichrist could be thwarted, and frankly, the real bad guy would be the one in charge.
What do you make of this film, all this coming together, and this is the Mayan, it's supposed to end in December. What's it all mean?
December 21st, yes. It is the end of an age, is what it was talked about, not the end of the world. I don't feel that we're going to have an end of the world, no, but the end of the status quo, that, I think, is absolutely
One other thing,
possible.
Doctor. You think Christ is coming?
What is going to be coming is a return to the masses of Christ consciousness, of another way of thinking. For instance, this cup, with the right lens, my colleague behind the camera could probably deceivingly make this look like a skyscraper, or from down here, a shot glass. But in reality, from every possible perspective, we realize it's only 6 ounces. That aspect of consciousness, of looking at life differently, and what we have embraced through the status quo as truth, really hasn't been. That is what I feel is what we're going to experience.
Thank you, Doctor. I'll close with a quote from Woody Allen. It's not that I'm afraid of dying, I just don't want to be there when it happens.